Unless just the gas tanks fell out of the damn thing. It's not all electric. Huh! Oh well, unless it's in this one hidden spot right here. Well, I mean, it's got a 2.8 liter V6 engine. It's got to have a gas tank. The only thing I can think of is it's weirdly just in this little one spot I can't see. There's another limousine directly ahead of it. It's a parade of limos. Must be a Rockstar convention. Alright, so we got the same problem as before. I could turn the light off on my vehicle, try to approach in the dark by sprinting, which is, you know, bad. Or I gotta kill everything that comes at me. Let's do this. Let's... stop here for a second. Let go of the controls. Let's ditch... I need a sheath for my knife. I can't have the wood axe and the knife simultaneously currently, because if I drop my backpack, the knife drops as well. I don't think it'll fit in my jeans or my duster. Maybe it will. Hey, duster. Can I put a knife? Nope. Can't fit the knife in there. I really don't want to be without my knife. We'll risk it. Alright, I'm going to slowly back up towards this vehicle. Oh, they're already here. And they're coming from slightly different directions. I might not be able to get them both right into the spot I want, and I don't want them to arrive simultaneously. I need like 10, 20 liters of gas. With that, I'll be confident, and I can head back where I came, which is going to burn 3 or 4 liters all on its own, and we can get things sorted. That, or I need to pick one of the locations we found on the different routes, and just set up there and wait for them with the SCAR and the C4 and the grenades, and hope we can take them. I don't know that I'm going to be able to space these guys out the way I want. Let's move a little further away. I'm going to move over to the swamp, see if any of this will slow them down a bit. Now they're just right on top of each other. Come a little close. Oh, now we're up to 3. Yeah, that's not good. They're not going to spread out. Alright, we're going to give it a go anyway. We'll do the same thing as last time. We'll drop the combat knife in the space next to me. Then we'll ditch the backpack. We'll swing initially with the axe, and I'll switch to the knife if I need to. And we'll retreat out the side of the vehicle. I don't want them to bang up the vehicle either, but... a little bit of separation. That will work. I think I'll get enough swings in between each. That's what I was hoping for, just to get them spaced out a little bit. Alright, knock his dumbass out of the vehicle. Or miss with your 10 torso encumbrance. So we gutted him for 34. And we damaged the axe on the first hit. Stupid wood axe. I knew I liked the fire axe better. It's not even frail. This one doesn't have the frail tag, right? Fits into an axe sheath. Well made. It's well made and will withstand the punishment of combat. Will it now? Will it now, game? Made out of steel and wood. Oh, you're so funny, game. Uh-oh, that's going to affect our next hit. Come on. Alright, we haven't taken a hit yet. Uh-oh, you going to bang the vehicles? Oh, he sidestepped. Cool. Alright, there we go. And I hit the vehicle. Anything fun? Matches, some stimulants. We'll take the stimulants. Military rucksack with stuff. A file. Alright, I'll take the file. Good enough. I find it amusing that I'm using the back of my car as a fighting platform for some wood axe choppery. Screw it. Let's just go in reverse. We're going to be pointing that, want to point that direction anyway. I'm not sure. We're not getting any negative effects yet. I usually wait for something negative to happen, then I try to satisfy my craving. Oops. We're going backwards, Formatrax. See if anybody else shows up while I try to back up to this. Yeah. Another decayed zombie. Not the toughest zombie in the world. How many are we going to get, though? I got to be careful about that. We're up to 3. The one in the vehicle will get slowed down a bit. We're up to 4. Do I want to stick with the axe? How's my hit points doing? Down 1 bar a torso. I dread going to sleep. We're going to have to go to sleep pretty soon. If the hunter shows up while I'm sleeping, bad things will ensue. Alright, tough zombie. That's a bit of a different customer there. He's also not quite lined up right. There we go. Nope. Now he's lined up wrong again. Now he might beat the vehicle. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't need a miss right now. Yep. Ouch. Really? Come on, game. It's a stupid tough zombie. He's not trying to dodge or anything. Oh, one more. There we go. You swing wildly and miss. What's the point of fighting? Caffeine withdrawal! As I mentioned. I don't know if the stimulants, the stimulant drug will fix that. Does it mention medical grade amphetamine salts mixed with dextrose amphetamine salts, commonly prescribed to treat hyperactive attention deficits, suppresses appetite, quite addictive. Yeah, we're not taking that. No thanks. We got soda. We will satisfy our burning need with some soda. Oh, it's caffeine, not yeah, I need caffeine. It's not soda. Oh, crap. Chocolate's not gonna do it. Yeah, we had to go on the run. Caffeine, dark cola. There we go. We are stimulated with our caffeine. Chewing gum. And nothing. Alright, no gasoline. I guess the tanks just dropped right out. That's why I couldn't find them. They're just gone. You're not going to have any gasoline either in the hippie van. It's busted up. Oh, it says draining and it says gasoline. How much? 0.1 liters. I doubt by the time I get the vehicle over there, that'll probably be drained out. Let's see. Another zombie. This vehicle's facing the wrong direction for me to have a rear seat fight. Let's bring it over to the 150, 150, 250. Alright, we'll fight right here for the moment. Unless something else shows up. Get our stamina back while we wait. Do a second swing. He's probably going to either grab or try to bite me. I should swing and move. So this is kind of what I mean by when I was talking about the knife spear and how it's not really that beneficial. The reasoning, it does have the reachability. You can use that, but you can achieve mostly the same function by understanding that speed movement system I was talking about. So in this example, I'm using a not great weapon either, a wood axe. So wood axe sounds great. 27 cut, 13 bash. Ooh, big numbers. This is the problem right here. Very slow. 142 moves to attack with this wood axe. That's really, really slow. It does have some special abilities, some special techniques that also add on to its combat ability. And I'm willing to use it against certain enemies that are also fairly slow, but only when I can force them onto rough terrain. So, whereas with a reach attack weapon, I'd be able to hit him, like if he was here, I'd be able to poke him. He would then move forward, you would back up, you'd poke him again, and you can keep doing that poke dance, where you poke him and back up, poke him and back up. That's fairly easy for newer players to understand and to incorporate into their gameplay, and it's a good feature. But the weapon itself doesn't really, other than the reach, have any benefits to it. The stats are fairly trashy compared to most other stats, and that's where you get into this section that does damage per second. And we now have a damage per stamina section that shows how much stamina you're burning, which is, again, super, super important. You got a lot of fighting going on, and you're going to have to swing it a lot. It's important to know if you swing that 5 times, are you going to be completely winded and then get overrun? Versus some other weapon that you might be able to swing 30 times. So big numbers do not tell the full story because it takes you so long to achieve hopefully one of these swings, and it's a heavy weapon, and when you miss and get out of balance, it takes longer to swing again. Whereas with the combat knife, I might get 2 to 3 swings per round with a combat knife instead of 1 swing every other round with an axe. So the smaller numbers for damage for the combat knife are offset by the number of times I'm going to get to attack. And a lot of enemies, you only need to get 1 or 2 small attacks in to drop them. You don't need a huge lumbering 50-point swing with an axe. You just need a couple of quick pokes with a knife and the thing falls over. So it's really, really important to understand the movement and combat system, how weapons are kind of used and rated, how to use them to your advantage. And terrain is always, always a very important consideration. If you have the time, always maneuver the fight so that you're forcing the idiot zombies to move onto rough terrain that costs them more points that they have to pay for, which gives them less points to attack you with. So I can accomplish the reach attack essentially just by shifting my movement around. So I'm going to move to this position. He's then going to have to move here, which costs him 150 instead of 100. I'll get another swing, then I'll back off to another position, swing, and so on. Now, the timing's a little wonky because, like I said, the axe is not the best. And then I will... And you want to switch back and forth between sprint mode and normal mode. So I sprint when I'm changing positions. Then I switch back to normal. And I'm essentially doing the exact same thing as a reach attack weapon. I'm not getting attacked by the enemy, but I'm using a weapon with much better damage or special ability potentials. So this is why experienced players aren't too interested in a lot of things like the knife spear. It's good for a learning tool for new players of the game, but it's not really a good solution once you know what's going on and or you know what other weapons are available and where to get them. 2 more guys. So I don't like this lineup. So it's also all about danger evaluation. Right now my situation is I've burned 2 bars of stamina. This axe is very heavy and it burns a lot of stamina for me to swing it. I can't just keep getting into fights. The more this gets burnt, the more movement is going to cost me. So as stamina drops, your cost to move here gets higher, meaning you have to pay more to move a space. And then if you're sprinting, you're draining even more stamina, which makes this go up even further. And you get into this nasty death spiral where as your stamina continues to drop, your movement rate continues to go up, and also your speed can continue to drop. So you have less points to spend. Each thing you're trying to do costs more, and it just gets worse as the bar drops. So you've got to make evaluations before you run out of stamina, long before, whether or not you are comfortable with the situation. So right now, I'm bugging out. I'm going back to my vehicle. I'm going to drive away, get my stamina back, and then we'll come back and try to finish these last few. I think I've only got a few more enemies to pick off before I can check this next vehicle. So, we're going to perform a Brave Sir Robin maneuver again. Get me out of here. I actually didn't want him to end up right at the front of that vehicle there, but that'll separate these two guys out. So let's just drive down the road real quick. Far enough that I know I can get my stamina back without being bothered. Then we're going to return. But yeah, picking the battlefield. Very, very important tactic. Always control the positioning and take advantage of things. This is exacerbated or highlighted by the fact that my character has the parkour trait. So we have parkour expert. This is a big benefit because it allows me to move over the rough terrain at a much lower cost than the enemies will. So it doesn't cost me as much to transition over this 400 movement point vehicle terrain. So I can swing back up, swing back up, swing back up, exit the vehicle, switch to another side, do the same thing until whatever I'm fighting is dead. I'm actually going to drop the axe. I don't think it's helping me any against these types of opponents. So we're going to go back to the combat knife. Much better. And for comparison, actually this is a good comparison. We'll do a little tutorial. Tutorial time, everybody. If you're an experienced player, go get something to drink. Alright, we're going to compare these two. Capital I, Shift I, will give you a comparison option. You just pick the two weapons you want to compare, and it'll bring them up side by side like this so that you can see the differences. So we got big fancy numbers over here. High cut value, high bash value. Having split damage is bad. It's bad. You don't want split damage. You would rather have 50 cut or 50 bash instead of having it split like this. The reason is that each damage type or category is resisted separately by the armor or clothing of the opponent. So you hit them with the axe. The game then says, all right, you've hit. Now, 27 cut damage is going to be applied. It first applies to the outer layer armor, and it removes a certain amount of the damage. Then it goes to the mid layer armor, and it removes a certain amount of the damage. Then it goes to the bottom layer, and it removes a certain amount of damage. Then it does the same thing with the bash value. So they are separate damage sources, and they're handled independently. So essentially, your opponent is getting to resist. It's doubling up its resistance of your damage. And it's going to resist a lot more than if you had a single source damage. If you hit somebody with 50 cut or 50 bash, a lot more damage would actually get into the interior and actually do hit point damage than if you had a split of 25-25 because of the way the resistance and armor system works. So if you have a preference or if you have an opportunity and you have two different weapons, you're going to want to generally lean towards, not always, there's always other variables, very complicated game, lots of circumstances, but if you have a choice between two weapons and one of them happens to have a higher single damage source, you're going to want to put some preference towards that weapon because of that factor. But look at this. So combat knife is 82 moves per attack versus 142. And it has the rapid strike ability. So a lot of the times when you attack, it's only going to cost half of that. It's going to cost you 41 points. Now, when you do that, you only get 66% damage, but you're losing half the moves and not losing half the damage. So it's still a bonus. But basically, you get to swing a lot with this. And this is plenty for me to kill these little guys. 2-3 hits, which I'll get in a round or two, will kill these guys. And if we go oh, nope, it's in this section. If we look at the stamina usage, costs about 0.9% of stamina to swing, costs about 2% stamina to swing. So the axe is costing me more than twice as much stamina per swing. So if I have a long fight coming with lots of opponents, I'm going to go winded by trying to windmill this axe all over the place very quickly. Versus the knife, I can swing a lot more often and not get myself winded. So a lot of things to consider, a lot of information. Hopefully it's helpful. So we're going to switch to the combat knife. These guys are squishy. I don't need to hit this kind of enemy a lot of times. So that's 3 swings, 4 swings. I've missed 3 in a row, so it's time to move. So I switched to run mode, moved to here. It's going to force him to move on to a new space. He'll once again have to pay that huge movement cost, and I'm going to get another 3 or 4 swings. If I get 3 swings in and he's not dead, I'm going to open the door and back up again. Or just back up into the driver's seat. There you go. Combat 101. Yeah, there's so many factors when you're comparing weapons. It's really hard to not everybody is going to agree, and everybody has their own preferences. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm here to educate, not advocate. Play whatever you want. Use whatever weapons you want. It's all fine. Just understand how they work and why they work. That's what I want to try to make sure people do. That's why I do all the educational stuff and tutorial stuff that I do. It's your game. I don't care what you like to have fun with. You go have fun with it. Whatever. I just want to make sure people understand that they can make good choices, is what I'm trying to do. But yeah, so this one's got a -1 to hit bonus, which seems bad. And there's reasons why you wouldn't want to use this in certain situations. It ranges from, is there even -2 and -3? There may be, but I don't think I would ever use one. But generally the ranges of weapons are going to be between -1 and +3. +3 is the highest it goes. For really fast, dodgy critters, you're going to want the highest plus to hit bonus you can. So a baseball bat's a really good one for those kinds of critters. It's got a decent swing speed and damage, plus it's got a +3 to hit value. Baseball bat, +3 to hit bonus. At a decent base moves and a good bash value, which you'll get through some light armor and such. So you want this kind of thing, and you want as fast an attack as you can with as high a to hit bonus as you can when you're dealing with small, dodgy, flying stuff. That's how you get rid of those guys. All right, so let's keep backing up. Gotta smoosh that guy. Smooshing time. Although I won't be here long enough to matter. I guess I don't need to smoosh him. Military rucksack. Ooh, with 6 items. We got to stop him. We got to look at whatever that is. Let's go see what's in the rucksack. What you got, buddy? A trail guide I can't read. A lemon lime soda. Is that caffeinated? Caffeine free. Bleh. Bleh. Alright, nothing fun in the rucksack. And here comes that other zombie. As soon as he gets done. Incoming! Step into my death zone, zombie. Now, I've swung 3 times. We missed once. He's almost dead. He's not almost dead. He's going to take at least a couple more swings. We'll back off. Hit him again. And we're good to go. So, as I said, this is why there are much, much better weapons than most of those reach attack weapons. They sound fun, and they do have their point and their purpose and their utility, but I haven't used one in years. Let's see. I never made it up to that other limousine to see if it actually had gas in it. I think I'm going to go check before I try to maneuver my car up there. Have we gotten rid of... No, didn't quite get rid of all of you. That's brainless. He can't come directly at me. 2.9! Alright, we're coming over here. We got to get that lovely guzzling. What batteries you got? Perfect. More batteries. Can I fit them? 3 batteries! Hey you. Uh-oh. Now the neighborhood's coming. 4 of them. Let's see. Oh, now we got a deranged axeman again. Alright, now zombie dog. Alright, it's getting too complicated. It's time for another brave Sir Robin. This is where you burn stamina. Alright, we need to go get our stamina back, and then we'll return like we did last time. Time to return. Oops. This is the kind of animal you want to go with the combat knife instead of the axe. An axe would be an absolutely terrible choice against this thing. Come to me, zombie dog. I'm surprised nobody's done the zombie dog thing today. Have we not had a... Did somebody redeem the zombie dog and I didn't notice? I don't think we've had a zombie dog treat. This is why. Miss. And he got a swing in. Miss. So that plus to hit, really important. This is one of those enemies where I would be better if I had the plus to hit option. There we go. And that's the other side of it. I only need to hit once. If I can land the blow, he'll go down. And that's the thing with these small guys. It's not important to do 50 damage. You just need to do 20 damage. And there are better weapon choices. I don't think I have a good plus to hit choice currently. What is my best plus to hit? Combat knife. C4. Guess the C4. Smack him with a grenade, maybe. Yeah, I might have to try to grab a baseball bat from a basement till we find something better. All right, somebody caught the zombie dog treat. Yitter. Where are you, zombie dog? There you go. In honor of our recent victory, we shall watch zombie dog devour his prey. How do you beat wasps? You run away. You don't encounter them first. There's no reason to fight wasps. Well, there's one reason, but there's no good reason to fight wasps. Ugh, bubble. Alright, good job, zombie dog. I don't know. Somebody's been complaining about wasps from day one when they were introduced, and they're still around. Oddly, I haven't had any recent encounters of consequence with wasps. I don't know if they must have toned them down, because I haven't commented the last few challenges about wasp, everywhere wasps. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what changed, but either I've had a weird string of luck, or there's a lot less of them, or something's changed. Alright, deranged axeman. Do these guys throw rocks also? I don't remember the guy that got in the vehicle throwing rocks, but I shot him in the face before he might have been able to. No, I don't remember if these guys throw rocks. I don't have a lot of torso protection to take a lot of rock fire. I don't want to shoot a gun either. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Let's see if he throws rocks. I guess I could close the vehicle until he gets near me. That would cut down on the rock throwing, because he'll get adjacent to me first. Well, that's 4 swings. We knocked him off balance with the crit, but we didn't hit after that. Well, that was a little better. Stabby, stab! So here was the sequence. He stepped in, I missed. I hit him for 20, critical, knocked him off balance. I missed twice again. We're waiting for his first. We missed again. He got 1 swing on me. So I swung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I swung 7 times before he got a single swing on me. That's the power of picking the engagement location and having a fast weapon. Combat knives, man. I'm telling you, they're nuts. Whoops. He's got another wood axe. He's coming at me with his own wood axe. Hey, zombies. So 3 little zombies. I think I can take them in one at a time. One at a time. I only need like 1 or 2 spaces between them. Yeah, get in each other's way. Oh, crap. I don't need to be grabbed while multiples are coming at me. No problem. Motorcycle stuff. Tourist guide. Don't care. That didn't change. Crispy cranberry. I will take the energy cola. Heck yeah. Wait. These are, I think some of this is my stuff. That's what I need to look at. Or I just need to move the vehicle so I don't have to choose between what's in my own inventory and... Don't care, and don't care. Alright, we're good. How many more were there? I think I was up to 5 or 6 enemies up there. We got the bulk of them taken care of. We do want to get up there, so I'm going to go ahead and back the vehicle all the way up till we're close enough. Brainless doesn't concern me over much. That's all we need. Come to me, Brainless. Where are you? You know I'm here. He got a grab on me. Chocolate! Okay, give me that. Oops, I don't have my backpack, so I don't have my hose, so I can't siphon. Where? Backpack. Siphon gasoline into the vehicle. I already grabbed the batteries. What's in the refrigerator? Single pot still, something triple sack, some pine nuts, some mineral water. That's all fine. Should we switch vehicles? We should not switch vehicles. No controls, can't drive it. No dashboard, no wheels. It's not drivable. Oh, fat zombies. No! Hit point sponge. Hit point sponge alert. And I'm fairly low on stamina. And if anything else shows up, I could get in trouble. So once again, discretion being the better part of valor. No, not sleep. Whoops! I didn't quite go far enough. Didn't quite make it. We did get our stamina back before he banged on the vehicle, though. Hey there, deranged optician. Appreciate you dropping a sub for Vended Dirt. Did he not have one? Or did you hit the random button? And he was a lucky. Luckily, these guys are also very slow. Nope, don't care. Alright, now we're backing up a little further. Ooh, actually, I need to shine my headlights so I can see if there's any other vehicles. But I want to pop into these houses real quick. I guess we'll stop here. Let's close her up. And let's go visit some houses. Anything I'm looking for? I mean, we got a lot of stuff back at our previous base. I don't know there's anything particular I'm looking for. I'll take more batteries. The Eternal Night world, we're going to need a lot of batteries to get through the Eternal Night. Aluminum foil, strings, duct tape, gallon-sized bags. Hey, there's the zipper bags. Runner coming right at me. Alright, let's meet him. Usually they don't travel solo, so I'm slightly worried. If I see more show up, I'm going out the window. But otherwise, we're going to fight this guy at the table. Again, I'm choosing the fighting environment, so he'll step to either here or here. We'll fight. Then depending on which space he goes to, I'll adjust. But we got lots of good terrain here that we can use. And we got an upstairs and a downstairs, so it's a good house for us to kind of pillage. A 1. It's going to take 3 swings at a 26 average. A crit for 32. Do we hold off? Let's do the alternate dead zombie method. So let's say I'm worried about this guy. He's now bleeding from 2 different wounds. Let's just back off and watch him bleed to death as he runs along the table. You're making a mess, buddy. Would have been simpler for me just to stab him again. You're taking too long. You're taking too long. Alright, that wasn't a good example. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Caffeinated chewing gum. Wheat cereal's good. What else we got? We got maple syrup is awesome. A lot of good food. I'm not going to carry much. We don't need much. Alright, anything in the bathroom? I could use some more bandages. I'll take a good candle. What kind of downstairs do we have? Hey guys. Unfortunately, I don't like you. Are you coming up? Hope they don't come up. Don't need those books. That's minor bandages. Porcelain urn with ashes. Whiskey. AAA, guns and ammo, internal combustion fundamentals. Energy cola. Alright, so we can't get into the basement, and upstairs is done. I guess we're done here. Oh, zombie runner on the way. Zombie runner incoming. Drop the backpack while we can. And a dog. Alright, yeah, they don't like coming in solo. Rubber dog rain suit. Zombie dog's got a rubber dog rain suit. When did they add rubber dog rain suits? Ugh, fat zombies. Alright, more houses. I think I'm gonna... Let's get the backpack on again. I was gonna drop some stuff. Don't need multiple candles on me. Or that. Drop the jerry can too. I find this method of travel and looting hilarious. I slowly back my way into a city, using it as a combat platform. Ooh, zombie cop. Now that one I have to think a little more about. I don't have a good bash weapon. I would rather have a bash weapon against the zombie cop. I think we can get enough penetration with the combat knife on him. But if anything else shows up with him, it might become problematic. Yeah, really wishing I could find a baseball bat in a basement. That would be a good addition to our medley of weaponry. You always want to have options. Yeah, a good bash weapon is good to have. Good puncture weapon, cutting weapon. You want variations because you got different needs for different foes. PR-24 baton. Yeah, most of my stuff is back at the base. Way back there. I guess we'll wait and see if anything else shows up with him. Yeah, of course. Of course. This could get moderately ugly if I can't get any decent damage on him with the knife. 15, 16, 17. He got a grab on. I only need another hit or two. It's always the big choice here. Do you try to break the grab by moving away from him, or do you keep swinging to try to drop him and break the grab that way? Problem is, when you're grabbed, you have these negatives. Your speed drops substantially, so my speed's down to 87. Plus my dodge and my block are affected, so my dodge is lower, my block is lower or non-existent. So this is why you do not want to be grabbed. If there were multiple foes, I would be trying to break the grab, absolutely. But with one guy near death, I might be able to drop him. I think it's about equally possible. I'm just going to keep swinging. Bastard. Uh-oh. 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 My filthy clothing! My bastard filthy backpack just got me a bite wound. That's funny. Oh, we're fine. It's not a big deal. That's the reason I don't care that I'm wearing filthy clothing. You don't want to wear filthy clothing, generally, because of this possibility. But we have antiseptic, so it's not a big deal. I just need to land this next blow. Come on. There we go. It's one of the possible negatives. Alright, so holster, jacket. Vest still in pretty bad place. There we go. Now we're talking. We got his baton and his police duty belt. I'll take the baton separate. And I don't care about the rest but the battery. We'll unload the battery. Grab. Grab the radio. Unload the battery. And ditch the radio. Put the knife away. Press the wound. A zombie dog coming in. I don't have time to disinfect yet. Bleeding from the torso. Where my most of my damage is. Back to the combat knife. No, actually, let's go for the baton. That's what I need. I need the baton for this one. So wield the baton. Activate this, yeah, expandable. Make sure you expand it. Alright, so now we have an expandable baton. So we've gone from a -1 to hit to a +2 to hit. So that's a pretty big swing. Not a lot of bash damage, but again, very fast moves per attack, precise strike, rapid strike, so you can swing faster, and it also has medium block. So this is a really good weapon to use against this zombie dog. We're going to be much more accurate. And again, we don't need a lot of damage. 13 damage, and he's almost halfway gone. Another 13. He got a bite in. He got another bite in. Alright, this is just random being random here, just to spite me. We've missed and swung wildly 3 times in a row. That's hilarious. I am wearing the backpack again, so our torso encumbrance is higher than earlier. But I expected to get him with one of those swings a little earlier. Alright, so now we've just got the bleed status. We took a little bit of leg damage. This can accumulate fast. I gotta be really cautious about taking any more leg damage. That's one of the things that's gonna slow us down. So yeah, should have gotten here a little faster, dropped the backpack, and then swung. Rename an item. Rename combat knife to sharp butter knife. Sharp butter knife. Gotcha. Permanent marker. Item. Combat knife. Not the baton. Combat knife. It's a label. Sharp butter knife. Another vehicle I see there. Can we get to it without too many more shenanigans? I'm starting to get to the point where damage is an issue because I have to think ahead. Normal case, this wouldn't concern me in the slightest. I'd keep going. But I got the hunter coming after me still. And if I am banged up and damaged while trying to sleep or rest or whatever, I'm not going to have time to get a bunch of healing on if he just shows up and we have to immediately go to town. So I always have to be ready to deal with that hunter. I don't know how often he's going to show up. So I can't take too much more just incidental damage. If I could just get a good 10 or 20 liters of gas. Light damage, swinging fast, back up a space. 3 misses. No gas. None of the gas. Back into the houses, I guess. Duplex. God, I hate duplexes. So little things of value. Comparatively. Or at least opportunities. Don't need any of this stuff. Sprinkles, butter. Codeine, finally some slightly better pain management. What do we got? Electronics, electronics. A lot of fun stuff in here. Does anybody know, will the, I'm sure I probably tested this during the Hunter Challenge way back, but will the Hunter transition Z levels? I guess he'll come down those stairs, but what if, no, breaking the stairs wouldn't stop him, I don't think. I'm not sure how he handles Z level transitions. Glow stick, hot plate, French maid hat, vampire fangs. Alright, nothing I need. I guess we'll grab these for future use. Water purifier, vacuum sealer. Not sure what the hell I did there. Somehow I managed to get afraid of the dark while I have my headlamp going. Fat zombie! Alright, leave the fat zombie alone. Crutches? They've added crutches to the game? That for your broken limbs? I haven't had a broken limb in quite a while. Another headlamp. I don't think I'll need a backup headlamp. Alright, so that building is boarded up. Brainless zombie. I don't know. Is it time to start driving again? I can't just keep backing up forever into this town. Have we seen the hunter yet? Yeah, we saw him last at the first episode. He showed up like 10 hours? 9 or 10 hours into the challenge he showed up. I was a little surprised how early he showed up. We drove away from him. We jumped into a vehicle we had found and we took off. We're trying to get more guzzling. I don't have enough guzzling for serious operational options. I need to get my mechanics skill to 1. I was hoping to find a mechanics book, but we haven't come across one of those yet either. What I could do is gather up some nails. Gather up some nails. I don't remember if it also takes anything else. The hammer, nails. What do you take, Seal Crate? You take 6 nails. Yeah, if I just grab nails from somewhere, we can go back to that airdrop site, and I can just open and reseal, open and reseal, open and reseal a crate, and that'll get me to Mechanics 1 easily. Just have to bring enough nails for all the attempts it might need. That's one of the ways to get Mechanics from 0 to 1. I could also, I've got the lug wrench and such. I could just mount and dismount a wheel. We've got the jack. So go back to the junkyard, and we could do that as well. We're gonna have that fat zombie coming after me here pretty soon. Oh, what is this building? What am I looking at? What are you? You one of the multi-block things? Says house, but man, that's a weird looking house. Empty 2-car garage. With nothing in the tool room. Fancy place. Nothing interesting. La vida deliciosa, huh? Alright. Oops. Missed a door. You has a basement in this fine establishment. Is it full of weird stuff? Nope, just big and empty. Hey there, Legate Impulse. Thanks very much. Jar Jar Thinks got one. Really appreciate all the support for the channel tonight, folks. Can't say enough how appreciative and helpful it is. Good old shooter's earmuffs. Yeah, let's grab some shooter earmuffs. I don't think I care about the kitchen stuff anymore. I'm not going to look at the kitchen stuff anymore. Bandages and gauze we might be able to use. More narrow spectrum. I'm not ever going to get an infection, but... Come on, mechanics book. Why you no love me? Boyer's Buddy is pretty good. Alright, let's get back to the vehicle. How we doing on space? 61 and 30. We got plenty. Don't, whoops, what did I do there? Drop. Weird. I think that'll do it. Still no other vehicles. There's too many enemies around. Still not enough vehicles. Let's, erg. Don't remember. We came in on the road and there was forest, so I didn't think I'd be able to work my way around this city area any. And it looks like that's going to be true. I don't want to go that way, so this really is my only opportunity to try to get more guzzling, likely anyway. can't afford too many more combats with the possibility of the bad thing finding me. I think I'm going to switch back to the combat knife for most of these. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? I did something bad. Oh, it's in the backpack. Never mind. We're okay. It's not in the backpack. Oh. You guys renamed it. It's the butter knife. Don't mind me. I'll remember. It was all of 5 minutes ago. You can't expect me to remember stuff from 5 minutes ago. Now we can drop that. Get the baton back out. I'm not liking the... I don't want the soldier fight. I don't want the cop fight while those guys dogpile in. And it's going to take me too many swings, I think, to drop this guy. So I'm a little worried about killing this guy. It's gonna take too long. There. Can I get to the driver's seat before they break a window? Alright, yeah, I don't want 4 guys piling in at once. That's too much. I need them to separate out a bit. I could probably hop into the house and fight them. I can string them out a little easier in the house. That takes away my drive-away strategy. I just need them to separate out a little further. Let's see if we can get them to separate out by hitting these vehicles on their way through. Whoops. Alright, stop trying to turn so hard. See if we can get them to collide with the vehicle there. Nope. Alright, let's come down here. We'll wait. We'll see if there's... There we go. That's the spacing I needed. Stop driving. Alright, stick with the baton. I think I'm going to switch back to the knife again. I needed the baton for the armored guy. Sharp butter knife. That is not a good start to the sharp butter knife saga. Uh-oh. This might turn into me running away from the vehicle if I don't get some good swings. Alright. You always got to gauge the amount of stamina you're going to take to finish a fight. It's dangerous when it gets down to this level, and if anything unexpected show up, you always got to worry about the unexpected. I'm almost never worried about what I can see, even if it's scary bad. It's the stuff I don't know that's coming that usually is what ends up ending a run. Alright, stop that. Let's move the vehicle off the corpses, just makes it easier to review. Put the knife away. Oops, that's right. No backpack. And stop the bleeding. And check items. And pretty much nothing. Oops. This is going to be embarrassing. I guess we're going to fight him with the backpack on. That's why I don't like to. 3 swings, or 3 misses, followed by 4 hits. The random be wacky.